You're tuned in to the All Points podcast. We are the freshest crew, and I go by the name of A2.
It's Tim the Chat Man.
Midwest.
This is Kyle's Cool Corner.
And
With a K.
I always forget about that. And today's episode is sponsored. Sponsored by who, you ask? Sponsored by Dubby Energy.
Oh, snaps.
That is D-U-B-B-Y Energy.
That's right.
Clean energy to help you do better. And it isn't sponsored. And we are sponsored.
Yes.
And you can get 10% off of Dubby Energy by using the promo code ALLPOINTS, capital A and P, to save 10% on your purchase on Dubby Energy.
Capital A-N-P.
Capital A and P is what I said.
Okay.
So if you are tired at work and need me a pick-me-uppy, make a glass of some Dubby.
Wait, did you plan that?
Oh, yeah, I did.
That was nice.
Yeah, you know, I was waiting.
Well, I got an extra deal for the listeners right now.
Oh,
I got
extra?
an email this morning.
Oh, shit.
And it said, hey, guy, all points. If you, for a limited time only, your listeners can get 20% off using our promo code.
20%?
For the next 72 hours, so that means it's going to be irrelevant. Just cut this whole part out. I just read the email. It said for the next 72 hours. All right, just don't
Hey,
Watch the whole.
disregard that part.
why everything you say sounds so soft? You ain't yourself when you ain't had a glass of Dubby, man. Go get
You're
you
right.
some Dubby.
Yeah, get you some Dubby, bro.
But yes, All Points Podcast is sponsored by W Energy. Go get you some powder.
Hell yeah.
Go get you an anime bottle. Mm-hmm. And yeah, say All Points sent you.
I know it was a surprise, you know, that we had Dubby as a sponsor.
Yes.
But we also got another surprise for you, okay? Because we have a guest on the show.
Yep.
Now, I don't know her, so Kyle, can you introduce?
All right, so we got a special guest on the show. You know, as you guys know, I on my spare time I do extra work for a company, a nonprofit, and I work with teens. Believe it or not, yeah, I do, and they're pretty cool. Some of them are pretty cool, and we have one of the teens from the nonprofit on the show today. Her name is Mackenzie.
Round of applause for Mackenzie.
Say hello, Mackenzie.
I honestly don't know what to say. My bad, y'all.
She's kind of what can I say? She's learning how to edit video and also be better at podcasting. And what better way to learn both of them than to come on the show and
On the greatest podcast this side.
all of the
town.
Mississippi.
This side of town is crazy.
But yes, so welcome Mackenzie to the show.
How does it feel to be here?
Honestly, I don't even know because I know it's just going to be, I feel like it's either going to be either pretty argumentative or we're just going to butt heads a lot. And I feel like it's that old heads, new heads type shit. So.
Hey, she's
Hey,
coming
she
in.
called y'all old heads.
Hey, listen,
Hey, that includes you. Hold on.
Hey, listen, they older than me. I'm not with them.
listen, I got grades coming in, and I've accepted it.
Could never be.
How's
me.
she gonna come into the show just all ready to argue?
Just diss it.
Catching, just throwing strays.
So you like to argue?
I mean, I like to debate.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
say it that way. I like to debate.
All right.
So you do identify as a female, correct?
Yes.
See, we got a female on the show, guys.
Hey.
And you're, without giving out too much information, you're, what is it, Gen Y? Is it
I'm Gen Z. I am not
yes,
Gen
she's
Y.
Yes,
she-
my bad. I forget
yeah.
which one is the worst one. Gen Z.
You know we're Y, right?
Yeah, we're millennials.
Yeah.
So that's Gen Y?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're a Gen Z-er, correct? So yeah, you have different views on life. I like it.
I miss when generations were about Pokemon.
Right.
I don't know these letters.
Right. So how is life as a Gen Z black? Oh, and she's black too, guys. Well, she's
He hit
mixed.
that B.
Act like she from
Right?
another planet.
He trying to hit every
We don't-
demographic.
We don't
he
have
can.
we don't have a video right now because of reasons, and I want the listeners to
Sexism.
know
Oh,
that just
okay.
because she sounds like a white girl doesn't mean she's 100%
Not
white.
too much. Not too much. I can't help that.
She'll still say the N word just like the rest of us.
What word?
I look brown, so that's all that matters.
There you go.
That's right.
Sure. Okay.
That's what logic says.
You want to be
He
brown
don't
when
look brown.
when it
What you talking
matters.
about?
All right, he look pasty, man.
I think you look brown.
You know what? Let's just get into it. With you being Gen Z and whatnot, how does it feel to be on the cusp of like real adulthood. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
honestly sucks because I'm gonna be honest, y'all set us up for failure. Not even just
Who,
y'all.
y'all.
Not even
No,
just
our
y'all.
parents set us up for set
Yeah.
all of us up.
If you
for
let me
failure.
get there, I was gonna say not just y'all.
Dang, just
but
like a boomer to just interrupt her while she's trying to explain.
I'm sorry.
You go
Old
ahead,
ass
Mackenzie.
nigga.
Man.
Well, not just y'all, but even like the generations before that. Because I mean, like, let's look at our like healthcare issues, our schooling issues. You know, we got opioid crisis and shit like that. Like, we got a whole bunch of issues. We still even got race issues and.
Really?
I ain't never gonna change.
I don't know if he had to cough or if that was an actual
I
gas.
know.
White man ain't never called me nigga.
We can blame the opioid crisis on Future.
On Future.
Yeah.
Yep. One of your people.
I just had
My people.
I just had
His
a purple
people.
Sprite.
Oh.
Them
today
dreadheads.
from Wendy's.
That's what's
Had
up.
some lean, huh?
Some
Yeah.
off-brand lean.
I said, "Hey, yo, can y'all make the Sprite purple?" She was like, "Yeah."
What the fuck?
Anyway, so yeah, the problems. There's problems in the world.
Yeah, I feel like
So a
see,
lot
see,
more problems.
of the generations. I think millennials and Gen Z probably see a little bit more eye to eye because you know we got fucked as we was entering adulthood. Y'all were born into it,
Yeah.
molded by it like fucking Bane or something.
No, for sure. Like, I mean, fuck, I can't even think of it because it's lean. I don't know what to say, yo. I really don't.
It's just one of those things. Is like, so like, here's a good example. I think I have is like in high school we were told to go to college. That was your next step, and it was just like, okay, how you gonna pay for college? Well, if you ain't got scholarships, you gotta apply for financial aid. Financial aid is a student loan, and at the age of like 18 and everything, you know, we're like, hey, you know, that's a lot of money. I want to go to college. Let me go ahead and apply for this loan. So now we're like 15 years later, we're hating it because it's like I didn't know no better. I was 18 years old. Like I can't get a car loan with that at that price at that age and all that stuff. So it's like we're that's why we want our student loans canceled and all that stuff. But like your generation, you guys already know student loans are bad, and it's just like so you guys aren't falling into that trap.
Like,
that
let
we
me be
fell
a
into.
content creator and
I'm
influencer.
down, though, because that's
Let me show
probably
my
the
butthole.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. I would like to set the record straight that it has been 15 years at least for him. Since that point, it has not been 15 years yet for me.
I
So,
mean, yeah, but
old nigga.
he trying to get out of he trying to get out of the millennial age a little too much.
See,
Just accept it.
Hey, I wear it proudly.
just
Millennial
strays.
Midwest.
He just
I know,
catches
right?
strays from me.
I'm just saying, like, see, I took out loans in like 2011.
yeah.
Luckily, you know, the greatest president in the world, Joe Biden, is forgiving
Oh
my
my
loans.
Nigga, you got your loans forgiven. Who else just got their loans?
You still
forgiven?
ain't.
You should.
No, I
though.
still ain't got my loans
Wait, how
forgiven.
many- you said you've been paying on it for like 8 years.
I got to make a payment tomorrow. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
still paying on it.
Hey man,
Joe Biden, just hurry up.
You better sell that Tesla.
Man,
How much
think
is
he
your
ever
loan
gonna do
payment?
he trying to.
No one will buy it from me.
How much are you selling it for? Think about that.
can't afford
Nobody's
it.
got
No.
money any.
You're right.
Like, anyway, so-
everything's too darn high.
I can
Yep.
see from your perspective how a lot of stuff that's been set up has kind of set y'all for failure because it's true because it's set us up that way too. But there are also some things I will say for these generations now that are easier than it was for us. Like the other day, my kids were talking about how one of the teachers joked about bringing a switch to school there. When I say switch, I mean a switch, not the slang term a gun. Because
I
you know,
immediately-
I
she was
I
like,
had
"What?"
to elaborate that.
I understand.
I
Don't worry.
just immediately went to a knife.
I thought it was a
Switch
stick.
blade.
I mean, but what I told them, I was like, see, y'all grew up in an age where adults joke about that. It's like, I wish the adults in my life that said, I'm going to go get a switch were kidding back then. It's like, no, they actually went and got that, or you went and got that motherfucker. And
Oh,
then
you
that's
talking
your
about the
ass.
the tree branch? Mm.
Oh, every old black person got a switch tree in their backyard.
Man.
You got to go for.
Man, when we was kids, like, you know, we were playing some Super Nintendo because we that old. You know, somebody was fucking up at the grandpa's house. There was a spot like right above every door that you know you was about to get beat because he would reach up there and grab that perfect
Oh.
switch.
He had a
will
switch
say,
compartment.
He was ready.
I
Maybe
will
I'm
say.
a little glad I'm mixed. Maybe just a little bit.
Did you ever get beat growing up?
I mean, yeah, but not with switches.
No.
I mean, I live
worst?
with my
Switches give you
my wife-
stitches.
nigga, not me. I live with my white family, so I mean, you can already tell how that goes.
Okay.
What's the worst thing you've been beat with?
I don't even know. I don't remember.
Probably
Like
nothing.
a-
You probably
like
got
a-
sent to your room a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Nigga, no.
Probably.
Belch, flip flops, fly swatters. Let's see,
Dang.
spoons.
That's like
Fly swatters is
The
disrespectful.
extension cord is the real one right there. Because
I've heard
that
about
motherfucker
that. I
cuts
ain't
through the
never done
air.
that.
You hear it whistling before it hits your ass. And then you got a welt that's a welt the instant it hits your skin every single time.
That's funny.
Okay, being as how we're talking about, basically child abuse, what is y'all's views on beating kids like that? Like, do
Like
you
today?
think, like, just in general, like, do you think that's okay? Or, like, yeah, I mean, as a parent, you're allowed to do that? Or do you guys kind of see it as a form of child abuse? Because this is one of the things I feel like millennials and Gen Z kind of don't see eye to eye to. Because
Yeah,
I feel
probably
like
not.
we've kind of grown up to where it's like, I mean, that's not right. If you want to discipline your kid, I mean, maybe talk to him, communication. Because I feel like that's a big issue.
That sounds like someone who doesn't have kids saying that
No.
statement. So it's like
I don't
Yeah.
agree with it just because I done seen some beatings.
that's someone who has a good kid in their life, so they don't.
But yeah, it's like I ain't never really had to, do that. It's just more so talking. It's like it's parenting style. Like
Yeah.
you got to get
Yeah.
a hold of it from the jump, so it'll never get out of hand.
I think when like they're younger,
Yeah.
there's other ways like that way probably communicates that this is a bad thing.
Yeah.
They probably respond to that. But as you get older, it's probably less of that and more of just like getting into this is why this is a bad thing.
Yeah, my
You know
voice
what I mean?
my voice was the switch.
Let me hear your daddy voice.
You said,
Pause.
Wow,
no diddy.
Diddy.
No diddy.
damn,
Shit.
Don't touch that.
Kevin Hart, y'all been up here that toilet?
I hit the teens with that last week. Actually, that's actually
Yeah,
I truthfully think what really makes it different is like, what is beating at the end of the day? I feel like a lot of people define that differently. Some people will just say, going at them with a belt for a long time is beating. Some people say, no, you gotta be
I'm
trying to
saying
actually
beating
hit
on a
them.
child is the same force you would use on an adult.
No, that's
That's a
never
beating.
okay. That's
Yeah.
never okay there. But I've definitely
Yeah.
seen those extreme cases, like
you
cousin of
swinging
mine thrown in the bathtub, getting her ass just whooped,
Yes.
wrecked, butt ass
That's-
naked. It's like, don't do that. That's
Yeah.
trauma.
Yeah. Right. Like, with my dad, this man was like, he had the worst aim ever. He'd be aiming for the butt and then hit you on like the back of the neck or some shit like
good
that. You know what I mean?
Lord.
Like,
Yeah.
shit like that. That's obviously like abuse. But when it's like, because I've always said that if I had kids, and I've been dodging that shit since, but okay,
If I had,
but it would be like, you have to explain why this is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you ain't gonna understand if it's like you did something and you just get a whooping for it and then that's it.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna know any better. They're just like, okay, well, they're just being oppressive and shit. So.
Yeah, I think you're right because like you always get, oh, this is wrong, but they don't never know why you ain't putting the explanation behind it. So,
yeah.
to
I
give
feel
it-
like it brings more fear than it does anything else. I don't really think it's a good way to reprimand people per se, or like even kids, because like we're saying, like they're not gonna know why it's bad or anything like that.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
just in their mind, they're gonna be like, oh, they're just doing it to be doing it, and then it's probably gonna end up turning into like a cycle of like, oh, I'm gonna fear them because it's like, what if I do this and in my mind it's okay, or other people told me it's okay, but when I go to them, it's like, damn,
right.
what did I do?
But I will say on the other hand, for not validating that, but I will say it made us a little more reprehensive with some of the things we did and how we talked, because we knew that we had them parents and grandparents that had that itchy belt finger, and like
Yeah.
they quick to let it loose on you. So it's like
Fear is a good motivator, but then again, that's where you start to like.
that's
it
why.
is.
But
I
that
mean,
is why some of y'all
it is a good
children and
motivator.
grandkids don't talk to y'all now today.
That's what I was
because
gonna say.
That's
y'all
what I'm
did stuff
saying.
like that.
That's the problem, is that if you just rule by fear, then nobody's gonna want to be around you, kids and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you gotta have a good balance between them.
That's one thing raising my son is I didn't want him to fear me, and like he fears me when he knows he's messed up, and like it gets to me because I don't beat my kid either, but like I give him pops, like little you shouldn't have done that, pop, and but like I don't like beat him, like he doesn't get like whoopings like with weapons like anything like that. It's the most I use is my hand.
Yes.
But like he knows when he messes up that he knows that he gets scared. He starts crying. He immediately knows he's in trouble when he messes up because I just give him that look and give him that. So he doesn't. But I hate that I don't think he fears me to a certain extent, but he knows when he's done something wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a really good, it's a really crazy, like, sticky balance you got to take when it comes to disciplining kids.
Well, yeah, I mean, my dad kind of enlightened me on this there because my grandpa was real hard on us growing up. But like my grandpa, one thing I never heard him talk about was his own father, and it's when I found out later on. It's because my grandpa was born in the 30s, so like this is my dad goes to work. He deals with racism, prejudice every day. He has no control in his life. So when he comes home, if I irritate him even the slightest, he gonna literally beat my ass like close fist, and that's what he did. He would beat them, and like he didn't talk about his dad ever.
And that cycle right there.
And honestly, it depends on if you choose to break the cycle or not. Because I will say one thing about the black community that kind of irritates me is we tend to repeat the cycle when it comes to like trauma and shit like that. Because it's like that's all we know. And I mean, like back to kind of like the racism, prejudice, and stuff like that. I mean, like if we can't deal with it on the outside world, because then we'll be seen as like aggressive or something like that. The only other outlet you have is someone you have a little bit of power over, and a lot of times for parents, it's their kids.
You know, Sister Kenzie, I'm glad you said that because that reminds me of a good point right there. I talked about this a long time ago, but when slavery was ended, there were still some people that were still enslaved. A lot of times they were put into these contracts. I forget the name of them there, but basically it was contractual slavery there. They couldn't read indentured servitude. They didn't know what they were signing. And there was a lady she was one of the last ones in her family, and she wanted to run away. Her dad was so upset about her trying to run away because he's like, them white people are going to kill you. He beat her to within an inch of her life to try to stop her. And it's just like, I mean, not to be one of those people, but it's like that's where that systemic oppression really started and took root within our culture, and we just continued it as long as that's just how we were taught to do things. We didn't make our own culture. We were born and bred into it, and then it's our generation now that's realizing that kind of stuff, and your generation to where we're just like, we are trying to do that stuff differently because it's like, I don't want my kids to grow up like that thing. And that's like, have a level of respect for me, but you don't need to be afraid of me. Constantly be afraid of consequences. Do not be afraid of me.
Exactly.
Which is why I'm kind of excited. I can't even snap. I got nails on. Like, it kind of makes me excited to see like people my age, especially like in certain like communities and stuff like that, being able to break that like what is like that generational trauma or generational curse, especially when it comes down to like certain like races and stuff like that. Like in the black community, clearly, I mean, that's the only one I can really speak for. I mean, I
you
can
speak for the white too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Aren't you half?
I am, but well, for me, I feel like it's kind of a toss-up because, I mean, to some people, like in the black community, I could be seen as a white girl or, a whitewashed black girl. Shut the hell up, nigga.
She about to smack.
Thank you.
But to, like, white people, I'm going to be seen as, I'm going to be seen as a black girl because, I mean, I'm brown, my hair, like, it just doesn't matter. So it just depends which side I'm really seeing on. But I'm always going to speak for the black side more because more than likely, I'm going to be seen as that more than anything else. I mean, that one drop rule that they used to have, that's, like, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to that.
Just because of your hair. That's just immediate right there. It's just one of those signifiers that regardless of, like, how you behave, however, like, you present yourself and whatnot, as long as you're going to have that hair, they just going to immediately say you a black girl.
Oh, yeah. I mean, growing up in the 90s, I will tell you, a lot of kids back then, they was dogging mixed people constantly there. It was just like, take your white ass over there. Like, I felt bad for a lot because it's like, you don't really fit in anywhere like that, and it's not really fair. I mean, I was fairly high yellow myself, but I wasn't mixed, but people thought I was. And so even still to this day, I still get that. I literally started a job and lady just asked me, she's like, is your wife's parents white like yours are? It's like, what? I never told you that. I've never said I was mixed.
It's funny because like there's a song I heard a long time ago, but it's a dude named Murs, and he has this song called DSWG. It's like dark skinned white girl, right? And the hook is like, whether chocolate or vanilla or somewhere in between, a cappuccino mocha or a caramel queen, rejected by the black, not accepted by the white world. This is dedicated to them dark skinned white girls, right? And and I was just like, man, I listened to it. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then after you said that shit, I was like, oh shit, Yeah, that's what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like talking like, because my thing is when it comes down to being mixed or something like that, it gets kind of rocky or difficult, especially when it comes to claiming either sides. Because I know there's always arguments. Like, let's talk about Logic for a second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but in my eyes, he is not a black person, because if you look at him skin tone wise and everything else wise, you're not going to be like, oh, he has something in it. He's not going to face the same kind of discrimination or anything like that.
Definitely
we might,
not.
or like I might, because I mean, he's lighter. He's going to be able to get away with more shit. And it's just, when it comes down to like someone who's mixed like me, like that half and half, like Shoto Todoroki type shit.
Shut up, non-anime nigga.
Said, who? Mike.
I got you.
But when it comes down to stuff like that, it's like, oh, you know, you try to speak for black people sometimes, and it's like, oh, you can't really do it because, I mean, you're mixed. You're going to be able to get away with more stuff. And then it falls back to that white stuff, and or like you being white, and it's like, oh, well, you can't really be with us. You can't really sit with us. You know, you got to go to the back type shit. So it's just like, we try to talk about it, but then we kind of get shut down a lot, because it's like, I mean, you can't really face the type like a dark-skinned person does, and I understand that, but it's also that racism or like a prejudice within the black community that we're supposed to be able to feel comfortable in, but we can't because we're kind of shunned, I guess. I don't know how to explain it.
I mean,
I embrace all my mixed people.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
the
like
black
it don't-
community.
Right. It don't matter.
Sure.
And it's weird because like there's this, and I haven't really seen it happen, but like I would put money on it that if you were to take just me and my brother Jonathan, you know, him being as light as he is and me being the darker one, there might be people who look at me as like, I don't know about that one, but you know,
Yeah,
he's cool.
trust that.
You know what I
Cool,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't supposed to trust that nigga anyway.
I mean, true.
Actually, anyone with the last name Krigler don't trust
Hey, come on now. We got a good rep.
him. Right. All right. See, listeners, we got a sophisticated black woman on the show, so she ain't about
Right.
that ignorance. You know?
Now it's time to get
What?
some ignorant shit though.
Yeah, we
bound to get
I
ignorant.
try to stay
We
educated
about-
on stuff like that. I like to think I am, at least. I try to stay as educated on anything or everything as possible.
Well, that's good. So, how do you feel about Palestine? No,
Oh, you want to get me started
I
on
don't.
that?
I
Because we
don't,
can.
actually.
We can.
it's just a messed up situation. That's all we can say.
Forgot
Free
to bring
Palestine
my lighter.
till it's free.
I was gonna
From
do
the
the
river
li-
to the sea, Palestine shall be free.
I was gonna do the lighter flick on the last episode, but I didn't, because when Jonathan was just going in about homeboy setting himself on fire.
Oh yeah.
But anyways,
I mean, honestly, even with that shit still happening, they're still not going to give a fuck, because in their mind, they're going to be like, oh, anti-Semitism or whatever. But realistically, it's not that. This shit has been going on since the 1940s. And the only reason why Hamas did anything is because they wanted to combat against it. And I can't remember what article it is, but in one of the, like, world laws or whatever.
you better cite your sources. No, I'm just
Nigga,
playing.
I gotta find them.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
But in one of like the laws or whatever, like what Hamas did, I mean, like I'm not trying to defend anything they did, but
There you go. You got to be specific about
like,
that.
I'm really not, because I mean they killed people regardless, but they were trying to fight back against their oppressor, and I mean, it's another genocide. Like I don't see why we can't band together like we did in World War II for like everything like that. When it comes down to this, I get it's kind of rocky, but Israel's literally doing it because they're fucking Palestinian. It's not because of Hamas. They've been doing this shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to speak too much on this one, but as far as, like, this whole conflict, the one thing that makes it really complicated is that, like, you have people who have, like, legitimate reasons to be on whichever side they are. Like, because, like, if you look at it from, like, the Palestinian perspective, I mean, and this is why I'm glad the opinion has shifted over towards being sympathetic to the Palestinians. It's because they are obviously, like, they are not the aggressor here. The problem is that the actions of Hamas are also viewed by the Palestinians as positive, and that's what makes that complicated, because then people think this is exactly what Palestinians want. But overall, it's just like, yeah, we should, like, support for Palestinians is like the way to go. And like I said, now that it's shifting over, it's good. We're about to start to see some policy. Fucking quit funding Israel because they got all they need.
I don't think it's gonna last that long, though. In my opinion, I feel like they're only gonna do it for a little while, and then they're getting right back into it.
You mean funding for Israel?
Yeah, I mean they literally just started invading Rafah.
Well, the problem is that with Israel, that is like the staging point in that region for the U.S. So it's basically the U.S.'s military base. Like, let's just be real.
Yeah, that's our I think our only ally over there, right?
Well, we have
kinda.
We have Jordan. Jordan is also aligned with us, but you know, Israel is like where we would start if we have any kind of conflict there. So they don't want to give that up.
All right. Y'all niggas can wake up now, you know.
That's why I was like, I ain't trying to say that too.
My bad.
This nigga Kyle got jokes.
I love political stuff.
That was the political hour with Alex, with special guest Mackenzie.
Hey, though,
Wait. That was her moment.
You right.
Not too much now. I kind of feel bad for ruining the vibe, but
Nah,
it's okay.
you
It's
good.
okay.
We're all points. We talk
Exactly.
about
That's the whole point of the show.
Ain't got
Whatever
something
comes
to
up.
shatter vibes.
Exactly. Chimed in.
But to shift gears a little bit, and I was saying this before we started, but and I feel weird about saying it, but do you guys have some like pandemic nostalgia?
Huh?
All the
Yeah,
time.
food was cheaper.
I feel like all the time, but
Man.
Yeah.
Gas was cheaper.
that's why I was like, my memories be playing
It
tricks
seems
on
like
me.
everything was a lot cleaner back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not many people were going out. I know, like, our carbon emissions, or at least in China, theirs went hella down because
Yeah,
of
it
the
did.
pandemic.
Right.
And you think we would learn from that?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
well.
they don't give a fuck about that.
Niggas got to drive, so.
True.
I mean, we ain't gotta.
Shut up,
could.
Tesla man.
Hey, if we had better,
Alright.
if we
I'm
had
doing my
public
part.
transportation that was a little better for us, we would do so much better for the environment.
Anybody who's been to a city that has good public
We got the
transportation, they'll be
female
like,
version of Alex on this show.
hey,
Shut up.
Good thing Jonathan ain't here. He would have shut that down.
You can say that as much as you want. I'm on the Subway Creatures subreddit. I see them people taking them shits on the subway daily.
When I-
Okay,
when I
are you
said
just seeing this
good
shit in New
pissing-
York,
when I said-
or
I don't even know where it is. I just assume they do this on all subways.
Right.
When I said good public transportation, I ain't talking about it. All right, let's get that straight.
It was good public transportation because theoretically, in my eyes,
Yeah,
we
it's
got
always
good public
been like-
transportation. It's
we
electric
do
buses. We got electric buses. They're
He
doing
just
their
says that
part.
because they're electric. But when do they run? What are the hours, Kyle?
yeah, let's talk about that.
Hey man, they got
How much
time
do they
to-
cost?
They need time to charge.
7 to 7.
Not to mention,
They're
do we
usually
have a-
$1.25. I know.
Do we have enough of them that way
No.
too?
We
Not to
don't.
mention, okay,
They only
I
go
mean,
down main roads.
And then the fact that you can't even go to the airport with a bus, shit don't make no sense.
That
feel
don't
like-
make no sense.
I feel like public transportation opens you up more to be, assaulted and robbed
Hey.
in this era.
Hey, they know
That's
you
why I
ain't
keep
got
that
shit.
thing
Nigga
on
like
the
me on the bus, man, they gonna try to take my shoes. Oh, no,
They all about
bro.
to say it. Like, go ahead and take them off.
It's
for
it's
me.
the dreadlocks when he goes places,
I
man.
know, right?
People they
Yeah.
confuse him with
I'm
others.
probably gonna get jumped by the whole bus.
Where
Hey,
you
you
from?
know me?
Where you from?
Hey, I was when I was at the other mall on the other side of town. I was just walking on one side, and dude was like with some girls and some other dudes, and he was like, "Hey, you from?" I forgot what he said. He's like, "Hey, you from Detroit?" I just looked at him like, "Nigga,
Not you getting confused.
you better
with
stay on your
Detroit
side."
niggas.
Like, I'm like, "No, I ain't from no Detroit, but."
Yeah, I would have
It was
shut
just
that
weird.
shit down quick. It's like,
I mean, I did,
Don't confuse
but-
me with nobody from Detroit. 'cause
Yeah, I did. It
Your
was just-
intentions ain't good.
Yeah.
So Alex, what do you miss from pandemic years?
I mean, it's not even just like miss because I'll think about stuff that so it was like a little bit of a communal thing, right?
Yeah.
Because like we were talking about it before, and it was just like how everybody just collectively started watching Tiger King and whatnot, and that was just
Oh my
like the
God.
shit that people.
Tiger King.
We were all watching
not.
Joe
Tiger
Exotic.
Oh no, they did.
Nah, everybody
Nah.
got into anime my age.
Okay, well, there you go though.
They caught up on anime.
What do you
It's
mean?
like-
I've been
that
watching
shit, we was
anime.
birthed into it.
But I'm just saying, like there were small little things that like everybody just when we took away like our ability to really just move as freely as possible, we kind of like came together a little bit. There's a little bit of that. There was some stuff that like so. I worked from home for like a month, right?
Yeah.
And during that time, I got into like those like Reddit reading channels where they're like reading whatnot.
yeah.
I got into those, and at the same time, my brothers did, and then I started seeing all of them like pop up on, and it was just like you hear different stories on those, and it just kind of reminds me of that time.
Yeah.
So it's just like those kind of small things, like family was closer,
Yeah.
I think that's what I miss more so.
I
But the
heard-
situation was like, nah, obviously not.
Yeah, niggas was dying.
Yeah.
But I heard this quote from Tyler the Creator. He said during those years, like having what was it? Having nothing was not having everything was everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And that kind of made sense to me. I was
Sound
like,
like
that's
the
true.
most Tyler the Creator thing he could ever say.
But he was just like niggas was outside riding bikes, you know, just hanging out
Yeah.
more and just like doing
could hear
stuff. And
him
I was
in
like,
that
yeah,
grungy
Going to the
voice.
park to play volleyball.
exactly.
Yeah.
We was like just outside, you know. He was outside because there was nothing to do.
You know, I
nothing
think
was open.
I think that might be part of like, because you know how people was like, oh yeah, back before the 90s and shit, everybody was just like outside.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
For
You know, it was just kind of like a throwback to that time. Because anytime we were doing something, we was out in the field or some shit. You know what I mean?
Mackenzie, you was in the middle of high school though, right?
Yeah.
You were about to
It
graduate.
hit me, no?
Or
No, it hit me the end of my freshman year and
Damn. Yeah.
into sophomore year, and then I went back in person, kind of, sort of, end of sophomore year.
so you had a whole year just in online, huh?
Yeah.
I fucking hated that. I
Yeah.
cannot learn that
Virtual
way.
school was the worst.
It was. I cannot learn that way at all. Like a lot of like, I feel like as we've grown up, or like this generation of kids, we have a lot of mental issues.
True.
And so
Yep.
ADHD and shit like that is very prevalent. And I feel like for a lot of ADHD people and shit like that, it was just harder for them to learn because, I mean, the focusing was harder. Not to mention, it was easy to cheat in class. Let's be
course.
real.
Of
You literally
course.
got that shit behind, like, you're on a computer
course.
screen. Let me
Yeah.
just
And
type
I,
that shit
and I
in.
heard
y'all-
teachers just passing kids. They didn't care.
Can
They,
y'all,
they still don't care. After
Yeah.
that, I
Nope.
feel like it's kind of gone downhill, but it's also been difficult to deal with newer kids.
There's like this dip when it comes to like educational like attainment back there. So like in the 2020 or in 2020 it was like you said, they just started passing people, but they said that there's like a lot of people who were like in kindergarten and first grade and whatnot, and they are not even close to the level that they should be at the grade that they're at now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
yeah, they just like threw a whole year away. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. We should all get a redo.
behind the eight
Oh,
ball.
I don't know about that. I would not like to go back to those years.
Yeah, you're right.
Can you imagine in our era if we got like, if that was us?
Oh, he would have still been
I
outside.
don't know. I honestly think teachers just send us home with a big old packet workbook.
Yep.
That would be it. Just
Use your
finish this
Man,
packet
I-
when you
I-
come back.
I'd have been playing basketball. You know, I would have made it to the NBA.
Oh,
Over there at Pioneer.
Yeah, okay.
I'd have had a whole year. I would have just been outside playing basketball every day. I mean, I
Imagine-
already did anyway.
Imagine trying to download your homework on dial-up,
of
right?
course.
Oh my God.
Your daddy on the phone
Nah,
talking.
they gonna send a big packet in the mail.
Yeah, that's all it's gonna be.
Worksheets.
Big old packet.
No, I think the funniest thing for me was in the Zoom classes, the parents who don't realize that they are on their child's camera, and so they just pop
walk
up with
around
like a
booty butt
blunt,
naked.
yeah, booty, damn near
Cheeks
booty butt
all
naked, blunts in their mouth, and
Ghetto
shit, just like,
booty.
oh,
Yo, I should have did that.
Bro.
that shit was hilarious.
that was real.
One day, my child's first grade class, they took control of the Zoom from the substitute teacher and didn't give it back for an hour.
Just
That
bumped
lady
them
was
and took
crying.
over.
It's weird because it's like, because like back in the day, hand sanitizers was everywhere. Everyone was much cleaner, and now you like go places and it's like those are the things you should have kept. You know, during like why do we not see that now? Like,
Nah,
I
man.
was at a McDonald's play place the other day, and
Yeah, you couldn't do that in the pandemic.
right. The sanitizer dispensers that they use to take the sanitizer sheets out, they were using that as a doorstop. And I was like, y'all should still use these. Like, I still want to clean off my table.
Yeah, that's how
when
I'd be
I
like.
sit.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just like hard. Like I was at Dave and Buster's and like back during the pandemic, there was hand
Everywhere.
sanitizer stations everywhere. Now you go to Dave and Buster's, there's like one in like one corner.
Good.
And it's just
They
like,
all broke.
no,
Good. Nah,
that
that
was-
was good. You want to know why that's good?
Why is that?
Do you know about the superbug?
No.
So there's supposedly this theory that like the more that we use hand sanitizers and shit like that, that the bacteria and whatnot is going to like adjust to that, and then we have to use. So then it's going to fuck us up in the end.
All right,
right?
conspiracy, nigga.
Hey, no,
No, it's true. It actually happens.
Conspiracy.
It's evolution.
It's like, all right, female Alex.
All right,
Nah,
you know
it's
what?
like evolution. I
At least-
understand what
know
he's
there's-
saying.
I know there's at least 2 people in here that read. So
Listen, these are the things that happen in nature. For example, the reason that the duck has a corkscrew penis.
Oh,
Why do you know this?
yeah.
Listen, You don't want me to break the whole thing down, but
Break it
basically,
down, brother.
all right, fine,
No,
fine.
It's penis talk right now.
So it started with the ducks forcing themselves on the female
All right, we
ducks,
done.
and then like
Predatory ducks.
no, nature was like, nah, we can't have that. So it got all like twisty, turny, and shit in there. So then they started getting a corkscrew, and now their dicks are detachable, and they just come off of them like they just nut, and then it just falls off. And they
Nigga,
go
I ain't
on.
never heard that in my life.
Bro, dead ass,
Me
dead
neither.
Where
ass.
you get this from? National
So if they can get through it, YouTube,
Animal
man.
Planet.
Google, nigga. What YouTube you on? Nigga?
Listen,
What's your algorithm?
Is this dude doing narrations of like all these different
wait.
animals, and he's like the duck. He sounds like Morgan Freeman. He's like the duck has a corkscrew
I
penis.
thought you were talking about that black dude that's, So we're looking at the koala bear, and here's, I thought you were talking about that dude.
Nah, ducks ain't taking their wee-wees off.
Man,
Bro, they ain't taking it. They just falling off,
if you want to really
It's
be
like a
fucked
bee
up,
stinger, like it's one and done.
and it's barbed.
if you want to be fucked up, Google echidna penis. If you haven't seen it already.
I don't want to Google that.
Nah, Google that.
I'm
A
not.
what?
I'm not doing. You
Echidna?
Google it.
I'll Google it. I've seen
You
it
do it
before.
right now.
An echidna?
Yeah,
Nah, I don't want to see
I
nothing.
don't remember
Knuckles.
what kind of animal that is.
it's Knuckles.
Oh.
That thing bigger than him.
That thing that nobody knew what it was
That
until
thing
Knuckles.
bigger than him, huh? Hell no.
Also, I heard you talking about JK, the animator, on the last episode. There, I watch him too.
Oh yeah, that
Yep.
dude's hilarious.
Oh my God, what the fuck is that? Nah, fam. You
trying
want
to
to see
eat it.
Nah,
that?
she want to see it.
I kind of do. I'm
Kenzie
kind
want
of
to see
curious.
it.
Nah.
She want to see it.
Fuck is
The
that?
fuck is that?
That nigga got 4 balls.
Is that what those are? It look like 4 heads.
fucked up.
Nigga, this is what Beetlejuice dick look like. What the fuck?
I'm trying to eat after this, man.
Kyle, you trying to see?
Yeah, I want to see now.
Nah.
Hell no. That thing look infected.
He got another paw right there.
That's the kind of stuff people be like, God made all creation. What the hell was he doing with that one?
Right.
He turned the lights off for that one.
Oh shit!
He just got bored after he stopped remixing horses.
You remixing, goddamn.
So we done talked on political stuff.
We done what on political?
We done talked on political
Politicals.
stuff. We done talked on
Penis.
healthcare stuff. So what's the dating scene like for Gen Z? Do you think it's terrible? It's
She got that deep side.
Okay, I gotta sit up
Well,
for this
she also
one.
live in Wichita, so that's
That-
kind
yeah.
of
Oh,
unfair.
Wichita niggas are shit. I'm
Double
gonna tell you
Hey,
that right
hey
now.
now,
Most
hey.
niggas are shit, actually.
hey now.
Most. I said most.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
You right.
I'll just lean into it.
All I'm gonna say
Not the
is
snap.
all I'm gonna say now is men are easier than they think. That's all I'm gonna say. Men will swear up and down women are easy as hell. Them niggas be the easiest person in the book. All you gotta do is sit there and look pretty, and you gotta make them work for shit. I mean, that sounds bad, but in retrospect,
They do it in the comments all day.
I know, right?
But
Damn,
the
bro,
dating,
you so-
the dating scene though, I mean, I feel like a lot of us hold on to shit from fucking middle school and high school when it
Yep.
comes to us growing up, and it's like, nigga, you were basically fucking kids. It don't matter what happened then. You do not got trauma from that shit. Let's be for real. If you do got trauma from some of that stuff, maybe you was doing grown activities at that age. I know a couple people who were, which is,
Unfortunate.
do what you want to do, honestly. But like the dating scene, I mean, a lot of us, I'm gonna be honest, were probably sexually assaulted by older people when we were growing up. And so that kind of also affected us because a lot of us became hypersexual or, going to look for older men, grooming on Discord, being little
I was just about to
kittens and
say,
shit.
like, y'all meet on Discord now more than anything.
Hey, Discord is fun as fuck. I don't care. I love getting on. I've been on Discord since I was like 14 or 15. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's where it started.
Terrible.
hey,
that's
not
where it
too much,
started.
not too much now. I
Whatever.
mean, unlimited internet
He was
access.
tricking
will get
niggas
you
too on Discord.
Yeah, right.
It
She
didn't
got
even-
quiet. Exactly.
No, it wasn't. I mean, I met my boyfriend off of Discord, but anyway.
Lame.
And I met
Lame.
him in person, so he
That's
was actually a
lame.
good one. I don't want to hear it.
You say that.
He what? He is. I've been.
Yeah.
Until you find out.
You'll say anything to get. Never mind.
You got it. You
I've
got
known
it.
him for 3 to 4 years.
You
Don't
got
you-
you got access to all of his servers.
Exactly.
He got
I
his
have his-
location on.
Have you seen his big
I got his
booty Asian
location.
girl?
I got his Snapchat shit. I got his Twitter. I got everything. He
sound
trusts
like a
me.
Got his
Simp.
burner account.
I know, right?
He sound like a lame.
I can literally hold on to his phone, no issue. He trusts me with his
All right.
life. I trust him.
Bring it in next time.
That's
Lauren.
phone number one.
He's actually
Yeah, it
gonna.
was like-
he's actually gonna be
I got
here
an extra
next
SIM
month.
card right now.
Wait, where's he from?
Is he
He's
white,
coming
black?
here. He's Colombian. I love
Oh,
Latinos.
never mind. Let me shut up.
I love me some Latinos.
I don't mess with Colombians. Nope, not me.
I love Latinos.
He's cool in my book. That's cool. That's cool. Discord, huh?
Discord,
Do you
yes.
do video on Discord?
Yeah, you can video call on Discord.
You know that we could.
Yeah, you can stream
yeah,
in
that's
there,
right,
bro.
That's right. We did do that.
They just
yeah.
kind of, I think they just recently added the cameras on phones. I think. No, they didn't. That was a couple years ago. Never mind.
Do you you got Nitro?
Of course I do.
Lame. What a lame.
I ain't even mad at
You're a
it. I got
nerd.
Nitro.
So like,
I refuse to pay for Nitro.
back in the days, you like, what's your number? What's your number? What's your number? Call me after 9. You know, stuff like that.
It's probably
Call you after 9.
And then it's like, and then it went to like, call me like, what's your snap? What's your snap?
Dang,
Now-
mom, invite me to your Discord.
Now it's like, what's your Discord? Is that what y'all
No,
do now?
I mean, not really. I feel like Discord is definitely more for like your friends and stuff like that. Or if you, during COVID, it definitely grew because I mean,
niggas
that's
just text.
well, yeah, but like for gaming and everything like that, if you wanted to reach out and shit, I feel like Discord really grew then because then everybody was making Discord servers for like, you know, when everybody was getting into anime, they were making stuff for that.
NFTs.
Bro,
Yeah.
that shit is stupid. Don't even.
Facts.
Hold on.
But-
Well, we'll get on that.
Will we?
We will.
Yeah, okay. But
If you're still waiting for your All Points NFT to be delivered,
this nigga,
we are
bro.
still working on it.
But now, I mean, honestly, when it comes to asking for people's like numbers or snaps, if they ask for your snap, they are a hoe.
Dang.
They are a hoe because
I
only
like that.
Hold on, let me
no,
take
no,
notes.
no,
Let me take
no,
notes.
no, because only
Let me take notes.
because if a nigga come up to me, he's like, "What's your snap?" I mean, I have a boyfriend, but if I didn't or anything like that, nigga, no, thank you, because I know you just gonna play around and not be anywhere serious. I want a man that's direct. A lot of women want a man that's direct and trying to take care of them.
It's direct. I'm asking for your snap.
Nigga, Snapchat.
we went from direct to
Snapchat
take
is
care
for the
of me.
hoes.
Right.
Listen,
don't know
Snapchat is
that-
for
you
the
don't know what
hoes
you want.
because all niggas do on Snapchat is all they're finna do is hit that little half fucking picture and then send it to you like, what are you doing? And it's gonna be late as fucking night, or it's gonna be some like, oh, ha ha ha, like what you doing later type shit. Like, no, if they ask for your number, that's a little more respectable because I mean you're trying to get like a little more personal information. You have to know their name for a contact at least.
I can
See,
get a
but
lot.
here's the
I can get a
problem.
lot with someone's number.
I was gonna say exactly. That's
That
the
too.
problem. 'Cause then they
Oh.
put your number in there, and then
do your bank
every one of
account.
those discovery apps that you put your number on,
Oh,
boom,
you
they got
right.
you.
I don't know. Snapchat is definitely for the hoes though. I don't use Snapchat that much,
Cause
but
you in a hoe.
exactly. But a lot of people that tend to, they tend to be out there,
But
or
your-
the men
but
that
Snap-
do,
But your boyfriend got a Snapchat?
he don't use it.
I'm posting
Oh.
on Snap right
we
now.
we FaceTime and
That's
shit
cute.
like that.
Oh, that's cute.
FaceTime,
FaceTiming right now.
FaceTime.
He's with his friends, but I'll FaceTime him right now. He'll probably answer. He has auto answer on for me actually.
No, don't do that. He gonna break up with you.
No, he's not.
This conversation sounded more and more familiar.
Asking about a jug of milk.
She could be like, "Kizzy, who you there with?"
Inside baseball.
He already knows. I already told him. I update him on a lot. Me and him are good. Me and him are cool.
That's good. That's good.
Okay,
Young love.
you know, but we talking about Snap and Facebook and all that. I already know because I heard you earlier. You got an iPhone. Mm-hmm. What is it with y'all with that blue bubble, green bubble bullshit?
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm gonna be honest. I only wanted it for the emojis and the FaceTime, but now they added FaceTime or something like video calling to like Samsung and shit. I realized you could have done it on like other
Every
apps
other-
and shit,
yeah.
but I just really wanted to play them iMessage games and get that good emoji quality. I will say Androids are better camera quality wise in a lot of other ways, rise.
Go ahead, call
iPhone
Mr.
actually
Mr. Cap there, please.
no.
nah,
you
Let
can't,
me
please.
explain. Let me
Plug that
explain.
phone.
Call
Because
caps.
Apple does have a lawsuit pending because they are purposely making the quality of their videos and photos that are being sent to like iPhones and shit from Androids purposely lower to make it seem like they have a lower
Not
quality
for
and they're
long,
worse.
baby.
Get an iPhone.
So
Not for long.
it's a pending lawsuit right now.
Well, see, that's the thing though, is that they've already started correcting that because in the fall y'all gonna have RCS. Aren't
Yes,
y'all
we
excited?
will. I am excited.
So then
because
you're gonna be
I'm
able to
tired of y'all
send.
Android niggas messing up the group chats.
Right.
Excuse me.
Android niggas
Excuse
messing up
me.
the group chats.
It was Apple ruining it.
I
That's
be
why they
trying
got
to-
sued.
I be trying to send fire memes to y'all that I created my own.
Then get an Android.
Nah. I got an Android on my refrigerator.
It's funny y'all say iPhones and Androids and group chats. I was actually watching an episode of Family Guy, and everybody was on the phone, and they were all in a group chat, and everyone got a message. They were like, "Oh wow, breaking news! I can't believe it!" And then a few seconds pass, and then you hear ding, and the guy just goes, "I have an Android, so I just now got my notification." And I'm like, "That's so true, though."
See, y'all be talking shit on Android, but it's all good.
it's not that bad.
Once you go outside the U.S., you don't ever see an iPhone.
I miss my manga app.
What manga app? Oh, I got it.
Tachiyomi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, I
that's
got it.
One thing Android got going for them is their Play Store. They got so many better apps and shit.
Y'all
like
got
that.
trash
I'm telling you,
apps.
what do you
Nigga, what are you
mean?
talking about?
You
They
gotta
have more
filter through
options.
all the
I can
trash.
download I can not illegal stuff, but I can download
No,
stuff
you
off
can,
of browsers
right.
and shit, and it worked perfectly fine.
Once you remove an app from the app store, that shit is gone. You can't get it back.
I thought it was funny that the #1 app on the App Store right now for Apple is the emulator that they just released.
I saw that.
It's kind of
Emulator.
funny.
Is it the Game Boy one?
Yeah.
It plays GameCube.
Yeah.
It plays all types of games, but it's kind of funny. And now that Apple done opened up that door, like the #1 app is the emulator, which is crazy.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Y'all need to just try it. Get you a Pixel.
No, I'm good.
Get you a Pixel for a weekend.
I'm
So
good.
y'all
See the
hate
light.
y'all. It's like we've been on the wave since the beginning, so we're already like grandfathered in. So it's like we're not doing anything outside of the norm. It's just later on down the lineage line. You know, you got the newcomers hopping on board. Those are who you're mad at. You're not
it's the
mad at the
newcomers,
OG
Nah.
iPhone, Apple users,
The only thing I'm mad at.
MacBook, iPods, all of that stuff.
The only thing I'm mad at, and this is why I'd never get an iPhone. The only thing I'm mad at is because they stifle the industry, and that's it. You know, that's all it is. Like,
Somebody got to be a shark in the water.
I mean, but for what? I mean, like, you look at the Vision Pro. Like, what the fuck does the Vision Pro do?
Nigga, Vision Pro. It's your
What does it-
eyes.
what does it
It's
do?
your eyes, but better.
It just
What does
look.
it do?
Nigga.
It looks better than the MetaQuest. It's aesthetic.
Yeah,
Who
but-
cares that it looks better? Do it play better?
Exactly. If you spending like $3,000 on that, what the fuck does it do for $3,000?
Nah,
Is this the
I
new
can't
VR thing
defend
Apple's
that.
coming out
I
with
can't
or
defend
whatever?
that.
The
I can't
little
defend it
headset.
either.
Bro, fuck Apple and everything they doing right now. They need to quit.
Nigga, you
Yeah.
have an iPhone. Nigga.
I realize I have an iPhone, but they need to quit making shit. They literally make the same phone every time.
Well, I mean, but everybody
Quit
does
making
that
stuff.
though.
Well, yeah,
Like-
but at least, make it a little
Man, you
different.
can say
Like,
that
oh my God, it's a
about-
little bigger.
You can say that about any hot
can say that
commodity.
about
Yeah.
ketchup.
Like they
Oh,
make the
ketchup.
same brand of purses that everybody keep chasing. They make the same lashes and
The same
nails and.
Hey, you're making you
Wait.
him.
I wish I was on camera.
I need a toilet that has a seat and a table in the front and in the back.
Man, that'd be nice.
They make the same yoga pants that everybody keep buying. You know,
Okay, fair enough.
Lululemon. Yeah.
Hold on. What the fuck are you putting on the back part of the table behind the toilet?
You don't realize there's a table behind you when you sit on the toilet.
He
Too?
been using a nasty
What
nigga.
was you putting back there?
Okay, Butters. Okay,
This
Butters.
nigga
What
got a
you
t-
reaching for back
Perfectly
there?
good toilet.
This nigga got a 12-piece sitting on the top of it.
Hey, going in, going out.
Now my food ain't gonna be cold when I come home from Wingstop.
That'd be some nasty ass shit.
Hey, if we go to Austin and you walk in on me,
No, ain't
with
nobody
a-
walking in on nothing.
with my burger sit on the table behind me in
Wait,
the
but-
bathroom,
Why would we be going to Austin, Kyle?
just for,
said-
Just for vacation, right?
just
It's
Yeah.
amazing you said burger when you
Community
know every day
service.
you're gonna say chicken.
Besides, this is where you put your big book of like Dilbert comics, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If there was a chicken
Calvin and
shortage,
Hobbes.
I mean, it was kind of briefly during the
There
pandemic.
was a chicken wing shortage.
Would you be? That's just chicken wings. I'm talking about all out. Would you be able to survive?
Yeah,
What,
man.
food shortage? What?
No, if there was a chicken shortage.
Honestly, no.
I still got steak and salmon.
No, I couldn't. I'm sorry. I love me some fried chicken and I love me some wings.
Man.
Wingstop gonna do it to me every time.
Quit talking about chicken. I'm hungry and I'm craving that
Wingstop.
shit right
Nigga.
now.
I like Wingstop, but
Their ranch.
his brother he despises it.
What?
Jonathan don't like Wingstop. He like
Oh yeah.
B-dubs.
Nah, Wingstop is cool.
Yeah.
They're expensive as fuck
It's
for
just-
no
yeah, they
reason.
are.
but
It's just like it depends on who's the cook in the kitchen because like it'll be different.
Every
Any
time.
city or any location you go
Right.
to, it's never made the same.
I'm always a fan of like chicken wings when it's crispy, but then like they just dump all that sauce on there.
Yeah.
You get that crunch.
See, the crunch is part of the. That's that cornstarch sometimes at work. And
See, that's why I was a big fan of the air fryer in the beginning.
Yeah.
Air
know,
fryers
shit.
are nice.
That was
Is that
another
what it is?
pandemic thing.
Yeah,
The air fryer was a
air fryers and bidets. Who would have said invest in them?
Bidets are really good.
Yeah.
We love bidets.
You got a bidet?
I don't. I wish I did. I don't know how to install it, and I haven't ordered one. Plus, I don't know which one to get.
But ask your man to install it when he come into town.
There you go.
Nah, nigga,
What
I'm
your
finna-
man do? You about to do what? You about to do what? You about to do what?
He's going to college in the fall.
What's he studying?
He's gonna be an anesthesiologist.
Oh, put niggas to sleep. No.
All right, put Kenzie to sleep. No, I'm just kidding. All right, that's cool.
I ain't making a comment on that one.
So, So we've asked you questions. You got any questions for us, old heads, that you always wanted to ask?
Don't put me on the spot like that.
the old ass
He's
nigga
not an
hour.
old head, but
He is. All
I'm
these
glad-
niggas old.
I'm glad that you
how
understand.
old are you?
I am 31. They like 36 and shit.
Damn, he putting extra. He putting extra
accurate,
shit.
though.
He's like 36. Yeah.
It's about to be 7.
So the number I said,
You're an old
I'm
head
like
still.
2 years older
I
than
am.
you.
You're almost double my age. He is.
Yeah.
Almost like exactly. Fuck. I don't know.
That's
I
wild.
really can't think of anything.
So when Alex was at his prime, you was just getting born.
Nigga, I'm still in my prime.
No, nigga, you
He
hit
like
max,
LeBron. I'm still in my bro.
you hit max level like 10 years ago.
That's true.
This nigga ain't changed in 10
well,
years.
shoot, you big
Not
into anime.
once.
Why don't you ask us what got us into it? What was your starter compared to ours?
I got into Fairy Tale. That was my
Tim almost got
this
up.
nigga.
He almost left.
He almost got up. Like, I don't know why.
Fairy
I
Tale.
asked
And I got
you.
into Fairy Tale in middle school by accident. I don't know how I found it. I was like halfway through it, and then that just led me down a rabbit hole. but-
Oh, wow. Anime.
Shut the fuck up. But Fairy Tale was definitely what started it for me. When the pandemic kind of came back up is when I really started getting into it or watching it more because, I mean, I had more time on my hands. So I started watching, like, My Hero, One Piece. I started Naruto, but then I kind of got bored after the second episode.
Dang, the
Damn.
disrespect.
Wait, on what?
Number 2.
Disrespect.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
That's fine.
Man, Kakaguri.
It gets greater later.
have
Yeah,
you
okay.
have you watched Cowboy Bebop?
I haven't, but
Alright.
I plan on watching it. Don't worry. I have a long list. I'm trying to get through with this
You
one.
got
piece shit
Samurai
first.
Champloo on that list.
Huh?
Samurai Champloo?
Never heard of that.
Yeah, you got.
It's
You better
Good
put
one.
Shin Chan on that list.
Don't make her watch Shin Chan. That shit is stupid.
Nah.
I'll watch
is
stupid
not
shit.
stupid.
I'll
You're
watch stupid
stupid.
shit.
Shin Chan is so bad.
You're
so good. What are
I
you talking
hate
about?
Shin Chan.
Love Shin
You
Chan.
just can't handle
He's
the
just
ass
a little
dance.
poorly drawn little boy that just constantly is showing his ass. Literally.
Wait, so I need you to show
It's
me a
a
picture.
poorly
Hold on.
drawn boy.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll show
so
you,
what
I'll show
anime
you.
did you start with then? Since you hating on Fairy Tale.
Oh, it was Dragon Ball Z, like it probably
Of
was
course
for
it
everybody
was.
else in
Of
this
course
room.
it was.
But see,
Not for
when we
me.
were younger, we didn't have
Sailor
we didn't have
Oh,
Crunchyroll.
yeah.
We didn't
Sailor
have
Moon,
streaming
Kyle.
and stuff like that. We had Toonami, and you watched only the anime that was on there, unless you had an older cousin or some friend of yours, older sibling, showed you some anime on a DVD. We didn't have the access.
You got out of school and you ran home because Dragon Ball was coming on.
You had 2 hours to
My
watch
mom
anime.
used to watch it with me.
You little
She
whippersnappers.
bought me all the
You get two
comforters, the bed sets,
That's all we
everything.
You know what my first anime is? All right, very first anime.
Wait
right?
till your father gets home.
Nah, it ain't even anime. Nah, it was Sailor Moon.
That's what I
Period on
told
this
him that.
series.
Oh, you did? Oh,
He
okay.
was like, "What was their first one?" He said it wasn't Dragon Ball. I was like, "What was it? Sailor
No,
Moon?"
mine
Kyle?
wasn't Sailor Moon.
Hey, I enjoyed some Sailor Moon.
Oh, no, I
as a
did
kid.
too.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't
I watched a
Sailor
little
Moon.
bit of it.
Card
Queen
Captor,
Barrel and all that shit. Oh, yeah.
Card Captor Soccer. Tuxedo Mask was him. Like, dude literally just shows up, throws a rose, and it's like, I helped. It's like, you really didn't do anything, but he acted like he did.
You
Yeah.
just wanted to be important.
He did.
You want to know my
No.
second one was though?
What was it?
Yeah, if anybody knows this, then you a fucking weeb. But
Elfin lied.
nah, Samurai Pizza Cats.
Oh, yeah. We know
That
God,
one
I've
sounds
heard of
familiar.
that.
I know Samurai Pizza
Yeah,
Cat.
I've
okay, so
heard
you
of
a
that.
fucking weeb too.
Yeah. No, my first anime was Pokemon and Digimon.
That's
Oh,
fair.
That's,
Dragon Ball Z.
that's like
And Dragon Ball
defaulted
Z.
into everybody.
Yeah, but
was-
like
yeah.
you was watching that not knowing it was an anime.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Low key though. Low key.
Pokemon, Digimon, and then Dragon Ball Z, then Yu-Gi-Oh, and then like it just goes on from there. But
I never really watched Pokemon. I never understood it. I couldn't get into it.
Naruto was the
Pocket
one for me where my fascination probably really grew, and it was more in the tuning exams because there aren't many fights as iconic as Rock Lee taking off the weights.
Man.
Right there. When you saw that happen live, you were like, "What the fuck just happened here?" Because he just went ham on him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's 'cause
I
you ain't
do.
an anime.
I know
I
who
do.
Rock,
Don't.
I know
Thank
who
you.
Rock Lee is though.
Me
I'm
too.
a
Bushy
See,
bro.
Forget your first anime. What was your first hentai?
This nigga.
The one with Mary Sitogaya, the
Wait,
pink
what?
bitch. Y'all don't know her. Never mind.
nope.
Where's she from?
Don't worry about it. It's not important anymore.
Bible motherfucking black.
Hey, classic.
Classic.
Never heard of that.
There's this one anime. It's called Anything You Can Do, I Can Do It Better. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I think the first official one I might have watched was
You locked the
Energy
door on that
Kyuka.
one, huh?
It was
I was gonna say, was that
Wait,
any
what?
anime?
What was it
It's called Energy Kyoka. It was like a girl basically just people were just paying her at school to have sex with her, and then you know they did that anime thing of where her stepbrother was like, "Well, hold on, they're paying her," and she's like, "Oh, you ain't got to pay me." And then she ended up working in a brothel somehow in high school. I don't know how that worked, but you know, Japan.
Like
It's so crazy how normalized like shit like that is in anime and shit.
You know why, right?
Because of Japan.
Japan ain't got no army.
Oh my God, here he goes with this again.
What?
They create weird stuff because Japan ain't got no army.
It's still legal there to like marry your third cousin. They just don't do it as often
but
anymore.
number 1 and 2 is perfectly fine.
Shit, doesn't that shit happen in, like Alabama here or something like that?
Yes.
So Alabama is the Japan of America?
No, I'm not saying that.
I mean, marrying cousins and shit,
'Cause
probably.
Japan's not as racist.
Sword Art Online is the biggest culprit of that there. 'Cause that shit was weird with his cousin. That was weird. I don't know what they was on with that.
Nigga, whatever. Y'all.
I never watched Sword
siblings
Art
was kissing
Online.
each other in Star Wars. Don't tell me nothing.
They didn't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I refuse to watch Sword Art Online. I just know that shit is literally nothing but for fucking incels.
First season is dope.
Hot take.
You just pissed off a good amount of anime.
I don't
with
even
that
care.
one.
Sword
You
Art
pissed off a lot
Online
of
is for
people.
incels.
Some
and I
people see
stand
it as
by
the
that.
greatest anime ever, and I'm
It's
like, I mean,
garbage.
it's all right, but it's
I'm gonna
like
watch it.
to say it's the greatest is
Yeah, I checked out at that second season.
that
was like the
second season
fairies
got
and shit.
weird, bro.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I can't
so
really speak on it though because I haven't seen it. So, but I'm gonna speak on the people I knew who watched it.
Yeah.
They are definitely incels or something like
Are
that.
they saying today they are high value men and that they you know you gotta get a Bugatti?
Ew.
It's like, oh, I haven't know. I actually know this, and this.
You sound
see.
like Doja right now.
What pisses me off,
The way you talk was kind of weird.
my kids try to use like weeb terms, but they use them incorrectly. They'd be like, "Oh, I can't stand this kid. He's a tsundere," and I'm like, "A what?" They're like, "He's a tsundere." I was like, "Do you know what a tsundere is?" And he's like, "Well, it's a boy who likes a girl." I'm like, "No, it is the female character that is just mean as fuck, but she likes the character. That's literally that little girl that beats you up
It's
as a
Helga.
kid.
Helga.
It's
Yeah.
Helga. Yes. And I'm like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "I'll just be saying shit."
I went to go pick my son up from my parents' house one day when your kids was over there. And my son over there speaking Japanese to me, talking
Yeah.
about what's for dinner. I'm just like, shut up.
Yeah, they all trying to learn Japanese.
Yeah, I
why,
don't like
man.
them.
We gonna learn as a family.
Were you, Mackenzie? Was you one of those kids like, I want to go to Japan? I want to go to Tokyo.
Nope. I knew a girl like that though. She
I-
literally
I
swore up
don't-
and she was like, "I'm the biggest sweep ever. This and this." And bro, she had the weirdest interest, bro. She was so into fucking yaoi. It was insane.
That's
She
what
was
I've
a
heard
yaoi
long time.
girl,
Good
bro.
genre. No, I'm just kidding.
I knew somebody like
I'm
that.
just playing.
Whoa,
I'm just
whoa, wait a
playing.
minute.
I knew somebody like that,
The-
but on top of that, she dressed in like the schoolgirl shit like every week. You know, at least one day a week.
I'm
She's
sorry,
cool
I
though.
am the
I'm
fuck
still
outta
cool with
you.
it, but yeah,
School girl?
Yeah.
Listen to what you just said. School.
Listen, Anime
Girl.
sets it up though. Like I saw anime.
Yeah,
clip-
anime definitely set it up.
I saw it the other day, and this one really threw me off. It was a lady, what I thought was a lady washing dishes, and she turned around, and when I say that her titties was bigger than that laptop, they was huge. And then the boy is talking to her. He's like, "Yeah, it must be pretty hard having to come home and cook since you're in middle school." I was like, "Excuse me?" I was like, "Why did y'all over sexualize this little girl like this? This is ridiculous."
It's been in anime since its inception. Like,
Something
that's
in the
just
milk, bro.
Hey, but that shit happens IRL too.
Yeah,
They do.
Shit.
You watch a Medea movie, you see real quick. Let the young fine girl go over there and go get it. Like that one who's like, "Oh, go get me a beer. Go dig down deep and
Oh,
get
yeah.
the cold
I
ones."
remember that
Yeah,
one.
I mean, it does happen in real life, and then
Yup.
you know, famous stars would be like, "Why you built like that?"
Something
What are you
in the
talking
milk.
about?
Drink.
Something
Who
in
said
the
something
milk.
she look like some tea or something like that?
Yeah, see that shit.
Your body is tea.
It's fucking
This
weird.
nigga.
Something in the milk.
Nigga, what do you mean something in the milk?
These kids are built different nowadays.
Bro, and I guarantee
Must be in Cambodian if it's in the milk.
You made my day.
oh my god. That I don't know, the over sexualization of like anime characters or just like young kids and females.
Japan ain't got no army.
Nigga, that don't mean shit. It don't
Yes,
even
it
have
do.
to do with that.
They
I'm
got
not even
extra
just talking
time
about
and
Japan. I'm
extra
talking about everywhere.
Resources. Where you
Dude,
think
that's
anime
my
come
waifu. It's
from?
like she's like 15. Bro.
Oh yeah, niggas would be like, "Oh, that's my waifu. She's so sugoi," or whatever the
She's
fuck.
15.
You should do voiceover.
No,
you actually
right.
sound like
No,
a character.
She can make a lot of money.
People
I
got
know.
to
I'm not
For
gonna lie.
real.
I used to want to do that shit.
I
Because,
bet you did.
Hey.
bro,
do
Discord
it.
niggas.
do it.
Exactly.
Do it.
She was sitting there talking about Discord. Yeah,
Do it.
Yeah, she done got the
she-
bag
I didn't
doing
get
voices.
She know
I didn't
what's
get
up.
any bank from it. That's all I'm gonna
Can you
say.
talk like
Sadly.
Sakura?
You didn't do it longer.
Sakura
enough.
Mato from Face Day Night.
No,
This is one of your
Naruto.
animes.
I like that the Sakura you went to was not Naruto Sakura. I appreciate that. And it was from Fate Stay Night.
Bro, that's such a good series. She is my favorite character from that.
Fate is a good series, top tier animation always. Just sometimes the stories, like, you just got to ignore them.
I feel so bad for her and her fucking bro. Her older brother pissed me so the fuck off, bro. I can't do that shit. I'm so glad she. Oh, let me not spoil. But anyways,
No, go ahead. I ain't about to watch it.
I'm so glad she fucking killed that motherfucker. I only watched one of the movies. I started kind of getting into anime, but I kind of left off a little bit. I can't remember which one, but the movie,
Yeah.
Face Day Night, that is good as hell.
Is that one, I always get those two confused. Is Stay Night, which one is the movie? Stay Night or Unlimited Blade Works? Unlimited
Stay
Blade
Night.
Works is the season
Yeah,
of it, right?
Yeah. Stay Night is the movie where like
Steak knife.
Steak Night. I mean, basically, if you
yeah,
think
I
about
mean, if
Archer.
you think about it, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, this has been a good show, guys.
It has been.
Yeah.
This
Y'all gonna let me
experiment
come
kind of
back?
worked out.
Kinsey, you fit right in with Alex and you fit right in with Tim on the anime. That's cool. Yeah, that's swell.
You know what is swell?
Swell is crazy.
What else is swell?
When you have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And like we said in the beginning, we are sponsored by W Energy.
W Energy.
W.
How do you spell it?
It is DUBBY. And you can get 10% off W Energy products by
That's
putting
right.
in the All Points podcast code, All Points with a capital A and P, to save 10%.
You don't even need to mix with water. Just dry scoop that
Dry
shit.
scoop
Don't
that
dry scoop it.
You can dry scoop if you want.
Go
This is
straight
this,
to your
This is
blood.
America.
We let you do what you want. You make your own bad
Oh,
decisions.
God.
How do you get it? You go to w.gg and
WGG/discounts
GG.
/all points.
yeah. Is that the website?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Experiment with it a little bit.
Yeah, just
I
just
haven't gone there
when
yet.
you, when you check out, just type in all points.
Yeah.
and you'll get the code. You'll get the 10% off, and
And you can support the show too.
you'll support us for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also got another surprise.
What's that?
We got a Patreon, guys.
What?
We finally got a Patreon.
Oh, my God.
It's not just a joke no more.
Congratulations, us.
You're finally uploading all the feed pics,
Hey,
Not
You can
yet.
make bank off of that shit.
right?
I got
Well-
some nice feet, so you know.
We finally got a Patreon, guys. I don't know the exact website. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. Kill some time real quick, guys. Keep talking.
So,
Selling toe picks, that's probably a pretty good way to make money. Niggas are weird.
Damn, you can subcategory it into the toes
Oh,
now?
bro, I
Maybe
remember
just
this
one
one girl,
toe?
she was in high school, she was talking about how she would charge for each different, like, toe. Like, for the full foot, it's, like, certain amount. Each toe is $5.
I mean,
That's actually smart. I didn't know you could do that.
Whole thing finna be, like, $30, maybe.
You
$40.
said something about
what
us
about
being hard as
all
women.
5 toes and some beef?
And some beef.
Beef stroganoff, to be exact.
This dude.
I'll
I
buy
had
that
to-
for $1.
I know
This
there's,
nasty.
I know there's
You a
literally
nasty
women
mother-
out there who literally get their toes done on the regular just because they upload their feet to their story afterwards, and that's all that nigga wants to see is just
I don't see the fascination
and-
with feet.
And you gotta
either.
upcharge them if they want to choose the color. If they want to choose the color, you gotta upcharge them for that shit.
You
Make
speaking
them
from
pay.
experience?
Got a whole
I work
business
on-
model.
No, I'm not
I
speaking
mean,
from
look at her
experience.
nails right now, you know?
Not too much.
Whatever.
I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just speaking from what
Tell us
TikTok
how you
says
really
me.
found your man.
Well, it's nice that you can make money because then they actually have some support. And if you want to support the All Points podcast, then the Patreon.
It's patreon.com/allpointspodcast.
Very well.
So go join for free. We haven't got any like money, business, or any content up yet, but expect exclusive stuff from us in the future.
Don't you wanna be on the exclusive shit that just drops
Exactly.
right there, so you get the inside jokes?
Like real talk.
Real talk.
Like when we get our videos, like I'm gonna just upload the raw file.
There you go.
So you get to see the interactions we had before and after the show for like a split 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's exclusive stuff you guys ain't gonna get anywhere else.
Yeah.
And you might get stuff a lot quicker than the rest of the bunch.
Hell, we may even come to your house
We'll come to your house,
and we're gonna eat up all your cereal.
all your cereal.
And then we're gonna steal your bidet.
I'm gonna poop in the bowl of your toilet
Oh my God.
in the tank. You're
just
not gonna
leave it
find
there.
Yep.
We're gonna put shrimp in all your curtain rods.
All right, well,
Wow, y'all diabolical.
So you just tell
anybody
your
got
wife to
something else to
diabetic,
shout out?
If Freedom Music, we're performing at the park this Friday. So yeah, come on down to the
It's
park.
gonna be
Don't you mean
storming.
Today?
It might. Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. Technically,
It's
just cut that promotion out, too.
meteorologist Midwest. It's gonna be storming.
No, last time you said that it actually did start raining. so
I'm
don't
telling
jinx
you,
this
it's
nigga.
supposed to start
This nigga
Thursday,
wins.
Friday.
Yeah, he
knock on
is.
wood.
He got that power like storm.
Yeah, man,
Right?
Yeah.
But
It's coming.
yeah, man, we got merchandise coming soon too.
True.
Patreon will be exclusive stuff, so check us out.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Mackenzie, for coming on the show.
I
You can tell all
appreciate
your
y'all letting me
opinions.
be on here.
Yep. Yeah, you're welcome to come back if you feel the need to.
Yeah, we need a woman's perspective. He been.
Sometimes, but
Like
yeah.
it says sometimes.
Yeah, he went this whole time without mentioning poop or dicks, and like I think
know
if
what?
Well, he kinda
if
did.
you
What
offer,
we
it'll
talked
stop
about?
it.
Yeah, that's what we kind of did.
I was
Damn,
trying to
we
be
did.
clean this episode because Mackenzie was here.
I
Bruh.
wouldn't.
But let's get back to the ignorance next week.
I'm gonna be here next week then.
She wants some ignorant shit. Well
Obviously.
then, that being said, it's the Y'all Points Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. I go by A2.
It's Tim the Chat, man.
It's Midwest.
This is Kyle's Cool Corner.
And then special guest.
Mackenzie.
And we
Are
out of here.
Peace.